G'day people of YouTube, what is going on? The name is AK, owner of eXtremeAzure Productions, and today I'm bringing you yet another X-Talk video presentation. And what I want to talk about today is something very special. It is time to celebrate, it is time to dance, it is time to be happy, because today is an anniversary. Anniversary of what? Well, you already read the title, so you would already know, but yes, it is the anniversary of the first time the Nintendo Switch was introduced to us all. The Nintendo Switch was revealed a year ago today, October 20th, 2016. Nintendo of America uploaded a very special video to their YouTube channel. It is still their most viewed video on that channel, clocking in at over 33 million views at the time of this writing. That was the first look at Nintendo Switch. That was the title of that video. And it is still amazing when you think about how Nintendo approached the Switch. I mean, it's a hybrid system. That, of course, was the big thing, and it's even in the name, the Switch. It represents that hybrid nature. But just the way the system was built, the way its reveal was approached, its release was approached, Nintendo's whole strategy with this system has been so much different from what they've done before, and it stands out. It really does stand out compared to what's going on right now with PlayStation and Xbox. And things have just gone so well for Nintendo since the Switch was not just revealed, but of course, after it was released. Nintendo's have been having a massively great year. Switch has been topping sales charts across the board, worldwide. Not only that, but Nintendo's market share has increased so much, its market cap, rather, has increased so much that companies now valued more than all of Sony. Let me say it again. Nintendo is worth more than all of Sony. Sony, which has multiple different divisions dealing with movies, music, various bits of technology. All of Sony, Nintendo is valued more than, and Nintendo is mostly a video game company. That is just mind-blowing to think how much has changed and so quickly ever since the Switch first hit the earth. Because when you look at, what was going on during the Wii U era, and even early on in the 3DS's life, Nintendo was at a very low point. The industry was basically ostracizing Nintendo. It was being seen as almost as if the company would be on its way out. Nobody really knew how Nintendo was going to pull itself out of the tailspin that it got into when it entered the 3DS and Wii U era, specifically the Wii U era. But Nintendo did it. After falling that hard, it was able to brush itself off, pick itself back up, and charge to the front. Like that, this is a comeback story in every which way possible. It is absolutely amazing. Now, I wasn't one of the people who thought that Nintendo would die because the Wii U didn't do so well. As someone who owned a Wii U since the very beginning, I loved and still do love the system to this day. But I do have to admit that a lot of mistakes were made with the Wii U. But with the Switch, Nintendo turned the ship around so much. It was a complete 180-degree turn. It's like almost all of the bad decisions that Nintendo made with the Wii U, they corrected with the Switch. They made the system easy to develop for, so developers would have less of an excuse not to support the system. The advertising was completely revamped. That Switch advertising has been totally on point. Since that very first reveal trailer, the advertising has just been on point. System was made easy to develop for, advertising has been good, and Nintendo's vision with the system is way more solid. You can really see the direction that the company is trying to go. With the Wii U, it seemed like even Nintendo wasn't sure exactly what it needed to do. But with the Switch, it has a much clearer vision now. They're currently working hard on building its premium online service, Switch Online, which is set to come out sometime next year to be similar to that of Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. Hopefully that shows that Nintendo really does understand how online works. The company's doing good so far, but it does need to improve, and hopefully with Switch Online there will be a remarkable improvement. But it's building Switch Online. You know, it's been doing a lot behind the scenes of working on improving the Switch's operating system. We just got that big system update, which added video capture, the ability to transfer save data to another system, the ability to pre-purchase, pre-download games early. So it does show that Nintendo is working hard to improve the Switch. And hopefully, let's say 2 years from now, the operating system that we have now is probably going to seem like a beta test compared to what we may have then. Hopefully by then there will be an internet browser and multimedia apps like Netflix and Hulu, Spotify and stuff like that. But it just goes to show you that Nintendo does have a very coherent thought with the Switch. It's a hybrid system. You know, it's not a traditional home console, it's not a traditional handheld, it's a hybrid system. It encompasses the best parts of both. It has the power of a home console since it's more powerful than that of the Wii U, which was already more powerful than the PS3 and 360, and it has the portability of a handheld. While it's not as pocketable as, say, a 3DS or a Vita, the Switch is still obviously fully portable when you compare it to that of the PS4 and the Xbox One, which of course you can't really take out of your house. So Nintendo nailed a lot of highlights with the Switch, and it does show that the company is trying to progress. It's been making a lot of progressive decisions, like allowing for cross-platform network play with Xbox One and PC users in games like Minecraft and Rocket League, just to name a few. Something that not even Sony is doing right now. Sony just isn't for it. But Nintendo, of all companies, said, yeah, let's do it. Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, he said, yeah, Nintendo's been super cooperative, like, they didn't have any problem with it at all. Psyonix, the developers behind Rocket League, when Psyonix approached Nintendo and said, can we add cross-network compatibility, Nintendo didn't even hesitate. Nintendo said, whatever you need to do, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. It's hard to believe that this is the same company that used to be so closed-minded, really just go to the beat of its own drum, and it seemed like it just did not care what anyone else thought. And while that was good for keeping things unique, at the same time it caused Nintendo to make a lot of very poor decisions which hurt it in the long run. With the Wii was a runaway success, but its simplicity caused Nintendo to become complacent and have to play catch up during the Wii U era. And now that Nintendo has gone through the hurdles that they had to encounter with the Wii U, they have come with the Switch being far more prepared, and that's why the product has come together so much more nicely from the get-go. Instead of it being more of a work in progress like it was with the Wii U, Nintendo launched with the Switch very strong, and it has just been progressing at a very nice pace ever since it released back in March. And it just gives hope for the future, you know? Like, it's still too early to say if the Switch is really going to be like a huge success or not, but if things continue the way they are going right now, I do see the Switch becoming a success. I do see it definitely, of course, outselling the Wii U, possibly outselling the GameCube. And if it can at least do that, I think it would be considered a success, because the GameCube was kind of a success. It wasn't an outright failure, but it was still Nintendo's lowest selling home system prior to the Wii U. So if it can get past the Wii U, which it definitely will at this point, but if it can definitely get past the GameCube and hopefully even the N64, I think the Switch will definitely be considered to be a true success. Of course, it's still too early to say. Still too early to say, and the game industry is in such flux right now with the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X and virtual reality and so much stuff going on. But if the Switch just stays on this course, if Nintendo stays on this course, I do see it continuing to progress at a very nice pace as the years go on. But of course, we're just going to have to wait and see. But it's been 1 year since the Switch was first revealed, and the system has only been on the market for less than 8 months at this point, and it's done so well so far. Hopefully that means that the future will be just as good, if not better, than what we've been seeing just this year alone with Nintendo and the Switch. So leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think about the Switch. If you own one yet, have you been enjoying it so far? What do you hope to see in the future? And where do you see it fitting in as the industry continues to progress? Just leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Until next time, have a good day.